Thrash metal time! Death Angel is one of the earlier thrash metal bands to ever emerge from United States of America, and as such it's one of those bands that probably missed the train just by a little bit. Now, many of you might remember that Death Angel was there, with their early material, basically at the same time as with, Metallica, Slayer and so forth, but it was until 1987 before they got their debut album out. So they were basically not the first wave, but closer to the second wave, or whatever, how is your definition of the thrash metal. However, the good thing with the Death Angel is that while they had breaks, while they have different kind of projects, whatever going on, they basically never gave up doing the music. And if you ask me, I think it's sort of a renaissance they are going through with their late albums, because I think even though they were never kind of deep in the pit, they never made it that big either. But here they are once again with a good album that's called Humanicide. As you can see, this is kind of a post-apocalyptic feeling with this image. Some feral beasts there, and I don't know, to me this reminds of so many movies, games, TV series, whatever, that are all about this post-apocalyptic theme and whatever. As you can see, this is a nice looking digipack, threefold. There's once again a closed caption of this close image of this beast. Then we have obviously track list on the background and the cover image, and inside we have some live imagery here, of the band, of the current lineup and all that stuff. So nice looking release all in all. And as the case usually is, there is also a booklet for me to show you, which is kind of a very traditional. Once again, we have the lyrics here, we have the band pictures here, so nothing fancy, nothing surprising, but way more than your average stream or digital copy, because after all, this is something you don't get to have when you're just streaming the music. Of course, to people who don't care about lyrics, who don't care about image, whatever, these kind of stuff don't matter, but in my opinion, these are one of the reasons why the physical format justifies itself. But obviously the big question is, so how is Death Angel now that it's 2019? Well, to me it seems like the band was never gone. I mean, more than 30 years in the making, more than 35 in fact, these guys are still fresh. I mean, they are not young anymore. They have gone through many different things throughout the years, lots of albums and whatever. But Humanicide is just kind of like getting back to the basic stuff. Good riffs, good melodies, good structures, and everything is just right in the place. If we're talking about vocals, they are very, very typical thrash vocals, not growling, not shouting, but the kind of a raspy sound that is so often there. Yes, there are more of melodic style than some bands, but I think this is very much kind of an album that could be in a school book. You open like chapter 17, thrash metal, modern thrash metal. Oh, here we have Humanicide. Now, while I say modern thrash metal, I don't mean this is a band that has gone through many gimmicks and put out some weird ass things. I think it's kind of dividing with its production and so, because this doesn't sound like it was 1982 or 1988. It is a little bit more modern, but not in a bad way, not like some people imagine. Oh, so it must be some Trivium, it must be some metalcore. No, this is just thrash metal the way it was meant to be created. So if Possessed did this kind of a dead trash come back with their album, and they did great. I mean, sounding at the same time very modern, and also like the two first albums back in the late 80s. Well, this is exactly what Death Angel is doing with thrash metal. Sounding very much like 80s, but still giving this kind of a modern sound, and you can just reflect all the years the band has gone through. So it's good way modern. It's very traditional, but it doesn't sound retro. And this should be a reason enough for you to check out what Humanicide sounds like. I mean, if you've never been into thrash metal, this probably won't change your view of the genre. This probably won't open any new doors for you. But then again, if you never gave up thrash metal, like I never did, I have always more or less been a thrash metal guy. So, there you have it. Humanicide is a good thrash metal album. One of the better, but I probably wouldn't say the best. I think Exhumer probably did a little more better, but obviously these are just matters of taste. But if you enjoyed that kind of thrash metal as well, there's no reason for you to skip Humanicide. Good, strong, solid thrash metal, the way it was meant to be. Anyway, thank you for watching and see you soon with more Rauta reviews coming your way.